Today in the show, we're going to talk about some of the comics I got at the comic shop this week. Before we get into the video, yes, I know my hair is extremely different today. I've been sick for the past few days and I'm still kind of sick today, so I just kind of need a hairstyle that keeps my hair out of my face so my headache doesn't get any worse. So you all want to know about it, so let's just get into it. The new Thor series. It was really good, at least the first issue. It was really good. I only have one minor complaint about it. My complaint is about the splash art on this page. I don't feel like it was needed. Like, the art is nice, but it's nothing to gawk at. I just feel like these two pages could have been used for reactions or interactions, or to just give us a bigger scope of what's going on. But instead they were kind of wasted, which is unfortunate. Splash art pages are really hard to master, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't work. And this is one of the few times where they don't work. What I love is the setup for this series. Now this goes back to original Sim. Basically what happened, Nick Fury, armed with all the knowledge of the Watcher, whispers something into Thor's ear, and this causes Thor to drop his hammer and no one is able to lift it. And we never saw Thor's reaction to this, at least not explicitly. Thor's reaction to this is perfect. It's exactly what you would expect from Thor. Thor is broken, he has not eaten, he has not slept, he has not left his hammer's side on the moon. I loved Odin in this issue because he does his whole, I'm Odin and you're Thor, pick up the hammer because you're my son. Look, I'll try picking up the hammer. And then he fails. The thing about Odin in the comics is he's really smart and he's really powerful, but he's a really smart and powerful meathead, meaning he's very ignorant and he really just doesn't understand emotions. And then Freya is on the scene, and her interactions with Odin and Thor are just perfect for her character as well. I'm just going to stop talking about interactions there because if I talk about them anymore, I'm going to get into spoiler territory, which is something I really don't want to do. Another thing that I really liked was actually about the action in this issue, centered around Malekith. Now Malekith is a character that has been around for quite a while, fairly enough, but we haven't really seen much of him. But what I liked was this was the most fluid that we've ever seen him, keeping in mind that his last appearance was in 2011, before Marvel Now. He's got the whole androgynous villain look going on, which is kind of a look that I love in villains, and it's the first time that we've seen it really work on this character, which just gets me really excited because it suits elves so well. So Thor #1, I recommend it to everyone. It's definitely not the most newcomer friendly of series, but it's not like if you're new to comics, you're not going to understand anything that's in it. If you're new to comics, you could definitely read it and understand it. Next we have Lobo #1, who I'm apparently borrowing hairstyles from today, and I really liked it. I loved what we found out about the Saurians because we haven't really known much about them in the past outside of what goes on with Lobo, and we found out a bit more about them today, which is very interesting because they've changed a bit in the New 52, we knew that much. And then there's this dream sequence where all the art changes to like this hand-drawn style, and it's absolutely breathtaking. It totally fits the dream sequence, and I hope we see more of that in this series. The fight scenes were perfect. They were exactly what you would expect from Lobo without going too savage, which was my issue with the previous Lobo. I don't particularly mind that they've changed the Saurian story, but I think a couple of people will be butthurt about that, but not too many people. I'm not exactly sure. I personally don't know anyone that's a hardcore Lobo fan, but maybe I'm wrong about that. This is like a slightly less savage, more organized version to what Lobo is, and I really like it. I also love the costume design. This costume design is a lot of fun. If I can figure out a way to make my skin look that grey without it looking utter shite, I am cosplaying this Lobo. Oh my god, I'm cosplaying this Lobo because that means I would get to work with leather and Warbler, and those are two things I really want to work into becoming Robin. Oh, I'm cosplaying this Lobo. I'll probably take it to San Diego Comic-Con. It's probably added to my Becoming Robin cosplay list already. I would say this one definitely is not newcomer friendly. Lobo is just not a newcomer friendly concept. If you do want to read it, pick it up, but if you're new to comics, you'll probably have a hard time with it, which isn't a problem because there are a lot of newcomer friendly things coming out from both Marvel and DC at the moment. No, but guys, I love this new Lobo costume a lot because it's like a pirate if the pirate was also an assassin, but if the assassin was raised by mercenaries and those mercenaries were goths. It's super effective! Okay guys, that is it for today. What comics did you get this week? Please let me know in the comments down below. And also don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more comics videos. And also don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, support the show by checking out my Patreon so I can make bigger and better videos when we hit that A-list character goal, and subscribe to my gaming channel. My name is Faust, this has been Exploring Comics, and it is super effective.